All right, so I got to talk about this, man. It's been a while since I've been in front of the camera. Got to talk about this because I know Lions fans are going to want to talk about it. So, I'm in the business of talking about what could possibly be with our team, right? Now, I see early indications from the chat that we got some smart people in the comment section and in the live chat. But, this is worth talking about, but we got to talk about it. And I know Lions fans are going to ask this question. We found out today that a high-profile player, maybe not as high as he once was 10 years ago, 5 years ago, but a high-profile player he has been released from his team. He asked to be released from his team. You see him on the thumbnail, and that is Odell Beckham Jr. We got to talk about it, man. Coming from Tom Pelissero, says his first tweet said the Dolphins and three-time Pro Bowler wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. have mutually agreed to part ways per source. Beckham is hoping for more opportunities elsewhere, and the team is granting his release. He'll be on waivers until Monday. Apparently, you cannot clear waivers on the weekend. I don't think I knew that until half the year went past. And then Tom retweeted this and said, Odell Beckham Jr.'s release is expected to be official today. If he clears waivers, he'll be free to sign with any team. Okay, this is an update. Two teams he has played with before, the Rams and Ravens, are currently in playoff contention. Now, why are we talking about this? Because I know what's going to happen. It's going to be, do we get Odell Beckham? Should we get Odell Beckham? And I'm going to say resoundingly to the no. Not only are we not touching him, we don't want nothing to do with Odell Beckham Jr. Now, here's what I find funny about this whole situation. Let's go way back into time. Let's go back into 2021. Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes, first year with the Detroit Lions. You recall something happened then. This is before he went to the Rams for his playoff run, his eventually Super Bowl winning run, before he tore his ACL. He was released from the Cleveland Browns. And there was a team that was first in the waiver priority order. You remember what team that was? That's right, the Detroit Lions. Now, of course, we would have had to pick up his contract, which we weren't going to do. But I remember him saying that he would not play for the Detroit Lions. Well, guess what, Odell? We ain't want you then, and we don't want you now. But it's funny. So you asked to be released from the Dolphins. I don't know why you signed with them in the first place. They weren't going anywhere. You went to the Ravens before that. I don't know why you signed with them. They not going anywhere. And now you want to be released, and you want to play for a team in playoff contention. Because let's be real, the Dolphins ain't going nowhere. They might make the playoffs, but they can't beat the Chiefs. They can't beat the Bills. They can't beat nobody in the AFC, right? They haven't had a playoff win in a long time. I don't know why you went there. You went there for $3 million. So here's the thing. So now we're not even first in the waiver wire. He had a $3 million deal, 1-year deal. Now, according to Miami Dolphins Syndicate, he is only owed $200,000 for the rest of the season, and that's what they say. All right, $200,000. So he has to clear waivers. Now, here's the funny part: the Lions are not going to go anywhere near this guy, even if he wanted to come here. But will he clear waivers? This is where it gets interesting, in my opinion, because there's a team that I don't want him anywhere near, and that is the Kansas City Chiefs. You know how they wind up doing. They wind up being able to get whoever they want to get. And I could see a situation where he goes to the Kansas City Chiefs. But guess what? There's other teams he could go to as well that might wind up having this to see the Detroit Lions in eventually in the playoffs and or the Super Bowl. Now, again, Odell Beckham Jr. will not be a Detroit Lion. We don't need him on the team. Even if we didn't have a receiver, we wouldn't need this guy on the team. We got enough diva on our squad. We got Jameson Williams, you know what I'm saying? A little bit. He got a sprinkle of diva. We got Amon-Ra St. Brown, to me, which is an undercover diva. He's not going to ever complain. He's not going to make a scene, but the dude wants the ball. You can tell when he don't get it, he feeling some type of way. That's the most we can handle, all right? But check this out. Here's the situation. He has to clear waivers. Now, the Dolphins don't count in this situation. The Jets have the first pick in the NFL draft. Is that right? Is that correct right now? They got the first pick in the draft. That is terrible. That's terrible. All right, let me see. Wait, no, hold on. Let's go to the league because I'm in the league. All right, so this is the right way. There we go. That's more like it. So he has to clear waivers. But let's skip all the way down to the teams that could possibly take him, right? The Detroit Lions are second, so they would have an option over the Chiefs. I could see the Chiefs picking up Odell Beckham Jr., but I could also, let's look at the Eagles. We probably would have to face the Eagles in the NFC title game. Would he go there? I'm going to say no. They got receivers. A.J. Brown, they got enough diva over there too. Then you got the Minnesota Vikings. Was he going to go there? Probably not. You got Addison. You got Justin Jefferson. The Steelers. I don't know if Mike Tomlin is going to deal with George Pickens and Odell Beckham Jr., but this could be an option. Then you have the Buffalo Bills. He just got rid of one diva for another, but he could use a weapon as they try to make this Super Bowl push. So I think if he gets claimed, it's either going to be the Bills, the Steelers, or the Kansas City Chiefs. But I know one team it will not be is the Detroit Lions. This dude his time is past. Let's take a look at his stats. Odell Beckham, you guys remember that? We took Eric Ebron over Odell Beckham Jr. and Aaron Donald. I believe we took Ebron over both of them guys. It was either one of them guys that we didn't take. This year, he has 9 receptions, 55 yards, 0 touchdown, averaging 6.1 per catch. But here's what's funny about this whole thing. Look at the amount of games that he's played this year. He's played 9 games. He has 9 catches. He has 18 targets, which means he has 1 catch per game. He has twice the amount of targets per catch, which is he gets targeted twice per game, and he actually has 1 reception. Now, if we go back to his LA Rams year, he didn't really do anything there. He really did. I mean, he was balling out in that Super Bowl. He was probably on his way to win MVP, and he got like a consolation prize of them winning the Super Bowl as he got hurt, right? But Odell Beckham, that's literally the only positive thing he has outside of that catch he made his rookie season, right? Odell Beckham is the guy that you probably would call washed. And one thing that I will say is the Detroit Lions did not want anything to do with him in 2021, and they don't want anything to do with him now. Not only that, he has to get all the way down to 31st in the waiver wire for us to take a chance. I think the Bills or possibly the whatever other team I said, the Kansas City Chiefs, if he passes, even if he clears waivers, I could see him going to the Kansas City Chiefs, DeAndre Hopkins on one side, Odell Beckham on the other. That's probably the perfect fit for him. But one thing that is not the perfect fit is the Detroit Lions. So no worries. He will not be part of this team. We didn't want him then, and we don't want him now.